Ken Jennings has clapped back after leaking a troll's bizarre private DM to him. The Jeopardy's host, 48, revealed one critic emailed him to claim he looks like an elf. Ken shared a screenshot on Twitter of a message, which read, "You look like an ELF. UCK. Go away." The game show presenter amusedly captioned it, "Hosting Jeopardy! Is the way to get a sobering look at America's deep anti-elf prejudices." Alluding to the elf comparison, he quipped in another tweet, "I got so mad about this email that I had to stomp away from the tree. And I might not bake another cookie for the rest of the day." Ken's posts come just days after he shared a photo of his rarely seen look-alike son Dylan, 19. The TV personality captured Dylan sitting in the stands of a baseball game, wearing a Mariners jersey. The teen, who has long wavy hair, gave a thumbs-up sign to the camera while holding a styrofoam plate full of food. Ken captioned the photo, "The last time his team made it to the playoffs, this guy wasn't born yet. He just started his sophomore year of college. Congrats Mariners." Fans commented on how much the 19-year-old looked just like his famous dad. One person sarcastically wrote, "Kinda looks like that Ken Jennings on TV." Another asked, "Does the long hair prevent people from saying, 'You look like the Jeopardy guy,' or does he still have to put up with that anyway?" Family Man. Ken shares Dylan and his daughter Caitlin, 15, with his wife Mindy. The presenter married former preschool teacher Mindy in 200. Meanwhile, Ken is keeping busy hosting Jeopardy's brand new season, which premiered on September 12, until January. As season 38 wrapped, Ken and actress Bialik were officially announced as the permanent replacements for the late Alex Trebek. Mayim started hosting the spin-off Celebrity Jeopardy! On Sundays on September 25, then hosting the regular show in the new year. Jeopardy! Airs every weeknight, check your local listings. In an unexpected twist of events, Jeopardy! Legend and fan favorite Ken Jennings found himself at the center of a whirlwind online controversy after responding to a troll who had crossed the line with private messages. Known for his encyclopedic knowledge and calm demeanor, Jennings has rarely been embroiled in social media drama. However, this time, the online world was in for a jaw-dropping revelation. The saga began when a notorious internet troll, infamous for targeting celebrities and public figures, sent Jennings a series of private direct messages that were both intrusive and bizarre. Sources close to Jennings confirmed that the messages included personal questions about his life, his time on Jeopardy, and even unwarranted assumptions about his personal relationships. For anyone else, these DMs might have been shrugged off, but Jennings, never one to tolerate online harassment, decided to take a stand. What happened next quickly became a viral sensation. Rather than respond with anger or ignore the troll, Jennings opted for a witty and pointed approach that left fans both laughing and applauding his savvy. In a social media post that has since been shared thousands of times, Jennings posted screenshots of some of the troll's messages, accompanied by his signature dry humor. Without revealing any sensitive personal details, he highlighted the absurdity of the messages and delivered a masterclass in handling online harassment with intelligence and grace. Fans were quick to respond, flooding the post with support. "Ken Jennings is literally the hero we didn't know we needed," wrote one admirer, while another commented, "This is why you're a legend on and off Jeopardy!" The post not only served as a public clapback but also sparked a wider conversation about the importance of holding trolls accountable without stooping to their level. Jennings' approach was both assertive and humorous, a delicate balance that few managed to achieve. What makes this incident particularly fascinating is the context behind it. Ken Jennings is often regarded as the king of trivia, with a calm, composed persona that has endeared him to millions of fans. His rise to fame on Jeopardy! In 2004, when he won 74 consecutive games, cemented his status as a television legend. Since then, Jennings has been celebrated for his intellect, his engaging public appearances, and his wit. Social media interactions, however, have not always been kind to public figures, and Jennings' latest experience underscores the growing issue of online harassment in the digital age. The troll's messages, now partially public thanks to Jennings, were described by many fans as bizarre, over the top, and almost unbelievable. Some speculated that the sender may have hoped to provoke Jennings into responding angrily or to embarrass him publicly. Instead, Jennings' response flipped the narrative entirely. By publicly exposing the messages with humor and restraint, he not only defended himself but also demonstrated the power of turning a negative situation into an empowering moment. Jennings' method of addressing the situation has been dissected by media commentators and social media analysts alike. Many praise him for maintaining dignity while simultaneously exposing the absurdity of the troll's behavior. In a world where online harassment can quickly spiral into serious public relations nightmares, Jennings' approach serves as a blueprint for others. The combination of humor, intellect, and restraint allowed him to reclaim control over the narrative, showing fans that trolls only have power if you let them. The story quickly gained traction across major social media platforms. Twitter and Instagram were abuzz with discussions of Jennings' clever responses, with hashtags like #KenClapsBack and #JeopardyHero trending for several hours. Memes highlighting the contrast between Jennings' calm demeanor and the trolls' over-the-top messages proliferated, earning reactions from fans ranging from laughter to admiration. In a particularly popular meme, Jennings is depicted as a strategic general, calmly outmaneuvering a foolish enemy, a fitting metaphor for the events as they unfolded. Interestingly, the incident also prompted discussions about mental health and the human side of public figures. Many fans expressed concern for Jennings, reminding others that celebrities are also people with emotions and boundaries. This isn't just a funny story, it's a reminder that even the smartest, most composed people need respect online, commented one social media user. Others applauded Jennings for highlighting the importance of digital etiquette without engaging in personal attacks. In the days following the incident, Jennings himself addressed the situation in a light-hearted interview with a popular entertainment podcast. He admitted that while he generally avoids online confrontations, this particular case crossed a line. "I usually try to ignore trolls," Jennings said with a wry smile, "but these messages were so outrageous that I figured I'd show everyone what people are actually sending. Honestly, it was too ridiculous not to share." His candidness won over even more fans, who appreciated his transparency and sense of humor. Media outlets also picked up the story, framing it as a lesson in handling online harassment. Commentators highlighted the contrast between Jennings' calm, witty approach and the typical reactive behavior that social media often encourages. Jennings reminds us that intelligence and humor can be a powerful defense, wrote one columnist, noting that Jennings' response reflects both his public persona and his personal values. The impact of this incident goes beyond a simple viral moment. It reinforces the idea that public figures can set an example for online behavior, demonstrating that it's possible to confront harassment without escalating conflicts or resorting to negativity. Jennings' handling of the situation has been celebrated as both brave and educational, offering fans an unexpected glimpse into how a thoughtful response can turn the tables on online bullies. While some critics questioned whether sharing any private messages was appropriate, most fans defended Jennings, arguing that the exposure was carefully managed and intended to make a larger point about accountability. In this sense, Jennings' actions reflect a growing trend among celebrities who choose to confront trolls in ways that highlight absurdity rather than provoke further aggression. By doing so, he maintained his dignity and reinforced the respect he commands among his audience. As of now, Jennings' clapback continues to resonate across the internet. His social media accounts have seen a surge in followers, and fans continue to celebrate his handling of the situation. More importantly, the incident has sparked broader conversations about online harassment, mental health, and the responsibilities of both public figures and social media users. Jennings' response is likely to be remembered as a defining moment in his public life, showcasing a rare combination of intellect, humor, and courage. In the end, this episode serves as a powerful reminder that even in the chaotic world of social media, wit and intelligence can prevail. Jennings, the man who famously conquered Jeopardy, with his unmatched knowledge, has now conquered yet another arena, the wild frontier of online trolling. With his clever clapback, he not only defended himself but also set an example for millions of fans, proving that sometimes, the smartest answer really is to respond with humor and grace. As the internet continues to buzz with reactions, one thing is clear: Jennings has once again proven why he remains a beloved figure in the world of trivia and beyond. Trolls beware, if you mess with Jeopardy's greatest minds, you might just end up the punchline in a viral internet story.